Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, I hope you are having a great Thanksgiving holiday here in the US. I wanted to put together a quick video and talk about firewood bags or bagging firewood. I've been selling firewood now in bundle format for about 4 years, just over 4 years. And last year, I purchased this Wolf Ridge Firewood Bagger, and I've got a couple videos on it on my channel. You can check them out here. Link in the description as well. I don't want to talk about the Wolf Ridge. I want to talk about the actual bag that I use itself. Overall, since I've gotten the Wolf Ridge Firewood bag, I've produced close to 500 bags of firewood. I produce regular bundle firewood like this. I also sell the mini firewood. These are more intended for the mini solo stoves. I think they're called the Solo Stove Mesa XL. I also produce and sell kindling, and I produce and sell some smaller chunk firewood that I sell. So I've sold over 500 bags of firewood so far using this Wolf Ridge Firewood Bagger. Prior to that, I produced mostly just wrap firewood using shrink wrap on a homemade custom jig. So in all, I've produced close to 1,100 bundles of firewood in some way, fashion, or form. And over the past year and a half, I've established the opinion that bagging firewood is the supreme and most professional way to produce and sell firewood. A few of the benefits, be quick about this. The bags of firewood are easy to carry. I mean, look at this. All I got to do is pick up, and you got a nice, easily carryable bag. I've carried 4 of them at a time. Most customers would be 1 or 2, but you have a nice grip to be able to carry the firewood bag. Number 2, the bags of firewood they continue to dry. There's no plastic that's going to hold moisture in. And honestly, you could probably split your firewood and put it right in the bag and then stack it or however you want to store it to let it dry. And you can have it bagged while it's drying and then go sell it right away. You don't have to split, stack, or however you want to produce your firewood and then bag it later. You could do it right off the splitter and bag it. So that's another benefit because it's continually going to dry. There's a lot of airflow in these bags. Another benefit of the firewood bags is the different options of firewood product that you can put in a bag of firewood or a firewood bag. For instance, I mentioned earlier, I sell kindling, I sell mini firewood for the mini solo stoves, I sell regular 16-inch firewood, and I also sell smaller chunks of firewood that would be good for a smaller, like a solo stove Ranger or a bonfire, kind of the smaller stoves that are only about 10 to 14 inches long. But my point is, you can have multiple different types of firewood products go into the bag. You don't have to have different solutions for wrapping the firewood. If you're going to wrap mini firewood, you couldn't really even do that. You might have to have a box or something. But what's nice about this is I can put my product directly in the Wolf Ridge Bagger and dump it right directly into the firewood bag. One of the cool things about using the firewood bags is the firewood actually doesn't have to be in consistent sizes. That really comes into play when you're using the 16-inch or the larger regular firewood. Your firewood could range in size from 14 to 18 inches, and you would not be able to tell in using the firewood bag. The firewood could have little knobs or knots sticking off of it, and the bag would know no difference. Whereas if you're using a wrap bundler or some type of bundler with plastic wrap, those knobs and knots and inconsistent firewood really makes for a poor product, poor presentation, and really makes for inconsistent bundles, where if you have it in a bag, it really doesn't matter. Now, over the last year and a half since I've been producing firewood and putting it in bags, I've realized that not all bags are created equal. There's a lot of different types of mesh plastic firewood bags or mesh plastic bags out on the market today. You see them a lot in the grocery stores when you can go and buy a bag of onions or a bag of potatoes. They might come in a plastic mesh type bag. There's a lot of different options. There's also different types of materials that firewood bags or plastic mesh bags can be made of. When you go on Amazon, you search up firewood bag or some sort of search term like that, you're most likely going to find some really nice, cool firewood bags that have the firewood label on the side, and you can buy packs of 100 of them. The downside I found with those is they're made of polypropylene. I did that. I went on Amazon last year when I started making the mini firewood, and I bought a pack of 100 0.75 cubic foot firewood bags, had firewood on the side, bought them in, bagged up some mini firewood using a old garbage can, and as soon as that happened, put them out for sale, sold hardly any of those mini firewood bags. 3 months later, I went to pick up those bags of firewood and it disintegrated. Polypropylene does not like sun rays, does not like UV, and it will disintegrate. Shortly after I got the Wolfridge Firewood Bagger, I was introduced to a product for bagging firewood that is not polypropylene. Freeze Firewood in Phillips, Wisconsin showed me this other type of bag, and that's what I've primarily been using ever since. I bought about 500-600 bags from him, and now I have a source of these bags. These bags are polyethylene. It's a different type of plastic. It's not as coarse, I guess you would say, as the polypropylene firewood bags. And the polyethylene bag is much more, I guess, resistant to ultraviolet rays and much better in sunlight. Many of these, I think this bag here particularly, has been sitting in the sun for about a month and a half, 2 months. And you can see it's still in good shape. Same with this bag of mini firewood. I probably bundled this mini firewood in May, June timeframe. Still in good shape. It's November right now. This is the day before Thanksgiving. There's a lot of benefits to the polyethylene bags. They're reusable. I mentioned that earlier. And I have the reusable, a spot where people can return their firewood bags in my roadside stand. So because of the benefits of the polyethylene bags versus the polypropylene bags that you can find on the internet everywhere, I wanted to make these bags available to my viewers on this channel, to anybody that wants to make a switch from using polypropylene to a more durable, a more resistant, UV resistant bag in the polyethylene bag. So I now have available on my website, outdoorsengineer.com, or click the link in the description below. There'll be a link in the pinned comment and also a tagged product below this video and many of my other videos as well. I have bundles or packs of 100 polyethylene firewood bags available. These bags measure to be about 25 inches long by about 18 to 20 inches wide. They're good for, I guess, anywhere from 3/4 of a cubic foot to 1.25 cubic foot. They do work and they do fit over the 1 cubic foot Wolfridge Firewood Bagger. These are the exact bags that I've been using for the last year and a half since I got the Wolfridge Firewood Bagger, and I've been really happy with them. Here's another example of these bags were all returned in the roadside stand. So if you're able to encourage your customers to return the bags when they come back, you can reuse them. They are in good shape. They still got my labels inside of them. These are directly from the roadside stand, and these were direct returns from customers. I've seen many times, many occasions already, somebody will show up on a Sunday, and all they'll do is they'll pull up to the firewood stand, and they'll deposit the bags in the stand, and I can reuse them. That's all they do. They return them. They go on, they head back to their house or wherever they're heading. So there's a huge benefit to be able to return them and reuse them, and these don't end up in the landfill if you return them. So if you encourage your people to reuse them or return them, that's great. These bags, again, I mentioned, are good for a capacity of 0.9 to 1.1 cubic feet-ish range. I typically are making 0.9 to 1.0 cubic foot firewood bags. And my customers seem to be really happy with them. They hold 30 pounds. They have a 30-pound capacity made of a high-quality mesh netting. polyethylene. They've got a black drawstring on the top that you can tie the bags with, and they accommodate many different types of firewood. Available in packs of 100. Right now, as of this video publishing, they're about $70 per pack of 100 plus shipping to your location. So if you're in Wisconsin, or if you're in northern Wisconsin and you just want to get them from me, send me an email and we could set up a meetup time or a meetup spot, and you can just buy them from me that way to save on the shipping. Otherwise, shipping isn't that bad, but again, I'm going to be sending them in these are 25 inches and they're about 9 pounds, so a decent sized box. Check out the website. Check out the link below in the description. Tag product. Lots of ways for you to get to the website to purchase these, bookmark it, save it, and let me know what you think about them. I really like the feedback. If you could send me some feedback through an email or put a review on the website, put a comment in below if you get to use these firewood bags, and tell me what you think about them. I really like them. Been using them for a year, and I just wanted to be able to share that with you and be able to provide the product that I'm using to you, and because they're not readily available. I haven't been able to really find these types of bags specifically for firewood, and I know these work really great for firewood. Well, now that I got my sales pitch out of the way, I need to go actually make some bags of kindling. I am out in the roadside stand. I've been out for a few weeks, and I need to get out and make some more. I need some kindling wood in the house as well. So I need to get out of the garage, get outside, and make some bags of kindling to sell in the roadside stand. Can't be in here all day. Sincerely, thank you for being here. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.